was gonna say, did you choose a song today?
I'm gonna choose a song because you never heard this shit.
The beat sounds familiar.
I played it yesterday.
Makes sense. Oh wait. Okay, okay.
Yo, he's never heard Kid Frankie. He never heard Cushion Orange Juice.
I don't know why you guys are looking surprised.
You never heard Cushion Orange Juice. Um, Welcome to For the Record podcast. I'm your host Harry Danso. Okay, we kind of the whole government kind of felt pretty
Yeah,
weird.
that was interesting.
That's
You might as
pretty-
well put up a picture of your ID, like right here.
All right, you know what? We're gonna block that out when we actually do it.
So just
I'm gonna put a beep over my name.
bet.
Whatever. Here with my co-host as always, Rayvon. I don't think you want me to say your government.
Yeah, I guess we'll keep it at Rayvon. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
cool. Are you trying to be like a one name person?
Not necessarily. I just got a long last name.
Honestly, I don't.
Do you know my last name?
I don't even think I know your last
That's
name.
hilarious.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah. We don't wear name tags, I
We
guess.
don't.
You want to take a guess?
Is it something Cape Verdean?
No, that's where I get people. No one knows I'm like African because I have like this last name, which is kind of like
Is it Johnson or some shit?
no. You're close though. You're kind of in the same
Oh,
realm.
so I think I do know your last name because I think I know it's like an American name. Yeah. I know you know the name because you just seen it.
It's not a Cape Verdean name.
It's not. It's
No, so I really throw people off. It's so funny.
Think of the Wayne's brothers and their name in the show. What's that last name?
Sean and Marlon. Oh, Williams. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Williams.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, it's a long name.
It ain't that long.
Yeah, but to type Rayvon and Williams, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I hear you. How do you guys know the origin of your last name?
So I'm like, not to sound ignorant, but I'm gonna assume like my family is like the descendant of slavery.
Okay.
And that Williams was just the last name passed on from like slave owners.
Okay.
Because I know it didn't come from Africa.
I mean, 100%.
It definitely didn't come from Africa. So.
Okay,
yeah.
so now we went down the rabbit hole. So, would you ever think about changing your last name?
No. At least I haven't thought of it. Nah.
Okay. Have you ever? I'm trying to think about what to say because I'm thinking about I was watching the Malcolm X movie, and I'm just a big fan of Malcolm X in general. I don't know if your mom sheltered you from those type of things as well.
I'm gonna say yeah. I learned about him at school.
Okay, cool. You know why his name is X?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, his name is X because the name that he had before, actually his last name before was Little, and he has X because they got rid of the slave name and replaced it with the X.
Take back the power.
Take back the power. You know what I'm saying? That's why Muhammad Ali, exact Cassius Clay, he also changed his name because that was his slave name, and he took it back and took the power back. Muhammad Ali.
I did
So-
not know that.
Well, hey, listen, that's all. That's
No,
all
they
I'm
don't
saying.
teach you that in school.
They don't teach you that type of thing.
This
so,
is
you
in the
know.
movie?
Oh yeah, but I knew that from history. But yeah, 100% talking about it in the movie too. You should watch that movie. It's a great movie.
Yeah, I probably should.
It's
Probably
a
should.
pretty good movie. One of the funniest scenes is he like freaking has a permit and he's like trying to like he has a permit and it's starting to burn his scalp. And I guess like these white people turned off all the water in his house, so he had to like put his head in the toilet to like. It's crazy. It's a crazy movie.
It's,
but
he's just played by Denzel Washington, right?
played by Denzel
All right,
Washington.
cool. I knew that much.
Yeah.
I knew that much.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in again. This is our second week, and we will, keep on coming with some great content every single week because that's what we do.
You try. You know?
This we're gonna get straight to business. So we have delivery coming here. Here at Major Bloom, 76 Millbury Street. Always gotta plug us in every single time. We are gonna be having delivery coming soon over like the next like month or so. We're working on the last couple kinks. And with us having that, I was like, you know what? Let me just do some research on cannabis delivery because it's pretty new. You know, there's different companies, Zip Run. I don't know if you know any other company. That's kind of the only one I know.
You know what? I should know them, and I don't.
Well, we'll work on knowing them for the next time. But yeah, companies like Zip Run, they do delivery. Us here at Major Boom, we do delivery. We're gonna be doing delivery as well.
We currently do. We do vendor to vendor delivery. We cannot deliver to the consumer just yet.
Okay. So with that happening, I want to do a little bit of research. I did some research and I saw that there was a little bit of discrepancy.
Kind of a complaint, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly I thought that once we had delivery, it's just automatic go. Like you obviously make more money. The
You would
research I
think so.
did, it was on Mass Live. An article speaking about how some of the delivery owners for cannabis were a little bit upset because of the rules that were implemented for the cannabis industry when it came to delivery. I don't know if you know a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so looking at that article, a boss is pretty much upset, and they have the right to be upset because, yeah, they're pretty much not making that much money by delivering cannabis to people. People make it seem sometimes like it's such a profitable market because it's so new and untapped. Like delivering bud to people, bro, people, they want that. But realistically, it costs a lot more than what people think. Like, you know, just delivering an eighth, like, that's not the type of shit that's going to happen because it's not worth it. So you got to pretty much get people to get big orders. But aside from that, it's the cost for the business and the sake that, like, by law, you got to have 2 drivers in the car. So a driver and a passenger. You got to have both of these people outfitted with body cameras. You got to have cameras in your car. You got to have, like, a certain casing in your trunk to carry product. It's pretty crazy. And the profit on that is, like, it can't be too good when you're paying 2 people to do the job of 1. And I'm only saying this from the standpoint of, like, when have you ever gotten 2 delivery guys for, like, 1 pizza? You know what I mean? I kind of agree that there should maybe be a second person in the vehicle because you are transporting drugs. But I think the tweak's got to be somewhere else along the line with how they do it.
Okay, I mean, so my only, pushback about the 2 people thing is, I mean, they have alcohol delivery services like Grizzly, stuff like that, and it's only 1 person.
Yeah. So my thing about it is just for realistically the safety of it. I feel like this might just be me because I'm a pothead more than a drinker, but I feel like people are looking to steal drugs more than they're looking to steal liquor.
Yeah, that's
But also at the same time, as a worker, if someone was trying to steal weed from me that I didn't own, I don't care. Like my life is more valuable than that. And that's actually in the article talking about how they wanted to have just 1 driver because if anything was to happen, and not like to the work or anything like that, but like, you know, bud gets stolen, whatever, like there's insurance to cover all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's definitely a weird thing.
I mean, it's difficult because they're trying to implement this new thing into, society, cannabis being, accepted.
Right. Yeah. That's
And-
still pretty new.
And the way that they're bringing it in isn't the best, but I guess it's the only option that we have at the moment to, they're going to go and they're going to decide to cover their backs. We're going to make sure that if anything happens, we did exactly what we need to do to make sure that, we dot our I's and cross our T's. And I don't know, I feel like it's just not right because it's so expensive. Like, think about, you just talk about outfitting your car. I'm pretty sure, I saw how it looks like in the back of.
It's a lot of money. We got our like trunk custom made.
I seen the trunk. It looks amazing.
It's a coffin.
Yeah, it's a coffin.
Crazy. Yeah.
But it's like, why is it, like, how much did that cost? Plus the cameras in the car, plus the body cameras. Like, come on now.
And then you're paying 2 workers, bro.
And let's say someone doesn't come to work that day.
Now they gotta scramble for someone else to take their place. Which, if you call someone on the day in, like on the day of, chances are they're probably not gonna come in. So now you can't deliver that day, or like the boss or someone's got to ride around and like put their day on hold to like go deliver weed. It's not very good.
I mean, it takes the profitability out of it. So a lot of these, in the article, a lot of the owners are talking about how they just pretty much breaking even the whole time, which really isn't the best way to run a business.
It's not the goal when you run a, like maybe at first, but over time you definitely want to like break out of that and see growth. And again, I think it's super hard because in terms of profit, like how do I say, even pizza places have like a minimum for delivery, like in terms of location and in terms of price. Here, if we're looking to not deliver out so far, that kind of limits things because most of the people who would want delivery are people who live far. I get calls from New Hampshire like, yo, it says you deliver on your website. You're going to bring weed to me? And I'm like, no, I'm not bringing bud to New Hampshire. It's illegal. You can't cross state lines with it. But even when people ask from like outside towns where they're like, yeah, I'm like 30 minutes away, I'm like, yeah, that's kind of far, bro. And then like, let's say you only want an eighth. We're not paying all that gas and driving all that way just to give you like a $40 order. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's really weird. I feel like there's a small percentage of people who fit into the category that could be eligible to even get delivery, and now it's whether or not they care for it or they want to just go to the store and buy the bud themselves. Either way.
I mean, would you, you as a consumer, would you get delivery for cannabis?
So, yes and no, because the way that it is in Massachusetts right now is kind of weird. Like I know that when we do it, I'm pretty sure you have to place your order day before, get it next day. I know that Resonate right now does delivery medically, and I believe if you order by like noon, you can get it on the same day. But it's not like, and I've never actually ordered from them, so this is just me talking. But I don't think it's like they bring it right to you. It's not like calling the pizza spot. They're like, all right, we'll be there in 45 minutes. Yeah. It's like, all right, you're going to be added to our list of orders as our driver just makes his way around the city. They'll get to you when they get to you. So now you're waiting at home for them all day. And I'm like, what if I had errands? I should just pick the bud up. And then you kind of miss out on the experience of like being in a dispensary. So I don't know. I feel like it's definitely weird. And delivery costs, bro. I don't know. I hate delivery costs. Yeah. And if it's going to be like a $10 delivery cost because it's cannabis, I'm like, yo, that's like another whole pre-roll. Why would I pay you for that?
Yeah.
I'll just go in and pick up the bud myself.
And get an extra pre-roll if I want.
Although I gotta say, considering we will be delivering soon, if you want that pre-roll, we will bring it to you. Yeah. Straight up. We'll do it.
Well, not just the pre-roll. That pre-roll and probably a bevy of other things.
Nope. Probably an eighth. Probably at least $70 worth of a cart. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting a little bit. I don't know. I mean, me being in the industry and seeing how it works, the regulations are kind of getting out of hand.
They're extremely tight.
You know what I'm saying? And seeing it on a day-to-day basis and seeing how strict everything is, I guess I understand. And I know everyone talks about prohibition when it came to alcohol. It's a different time.
Very different.
It's a different time. If they were trying to legalize alcohol in 2022,
it'd be very different.
Very different. Very different.
I will say, according to this article, the commissioner who's been in contact with like the delivery business has been very receptive to like looking into changing things and making things better, because at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff becomes unfair for the businesses. And when it's unfair for the business kind of has to make it unfair for the consumer. When it's unfair for the consumer, I mean, it just fails altogether, because as a consumer, why do I want to feel like I'm getting like the butt end or whatever of your stick? You know what I mean? So it definitely has to change just for the success of the overall industry. I feel like there's these little ticks and gears here, but if it continues down this road, it's going to get uglier.
Yeah. Question.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Is there, you know how delivery works, is there going to be like a minimum delivery fee, or like you have to order like at a minimum?
So,
or like you can literally go order one pre-roll?
No. We are not driving across the city to bring you one pre-roll. That is asinine. What it's gonna be, so to be honest, this is like still in the works. We haven't fully flattened it all out ourselves, so I'm just speaking on what I know. This might change, but I think that like a delivery minimum, or I guess I'll speak from my perspective, it should be at least $75 to $100 of a minimum. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're making a face. That's crazy.
75 to 100 before you can get someone delivered to your house?
Well, let me say something right now.
What's the point?
Well, let me say this: an eighth already, if it's not a for on average, most apes are on average about 50 bucks.
$50.
So that's just an eighth and something, probably an edible or something.
And so now imagine if every dude who came in here and just grabbed 1/8 a day, which let's be real, a lot of people do. They literally just come here every single day as a part of their routine. Imagine bringing an eighth to every dude who that's so many small orders to make, and it would just become like chaos to take care of. And then you got so much bud in the car, and it's all so new still too that just driving around for one pre-roll doesn't seem very worth it.
So is it even having delivery service even worth it in the long run?
Personally, I don't fully think so. Or I'm a guy who's just typically against delivery in general. I don't like to get my food delivered.
You don't want to tip. You don't want to tip the
Grubhub.
person.
No. I don't mind the tips, but having to wait. Bro, I called my local pizza spot and they're like, all right, cool. Pick up 20 minutes. Delivery an hour. Yeah. I'm hungry right now. Why am I waiting an hour for that shit?
Yeah, and it usually comes cold.
It comes cold. Granted, this is bud, but
yeah,
bro, you got to place an order at 10 a.m. to get it that same day. Let's say that bud don't get to you till 5 p.m. All day you've been sitting at home waiting for a blunt. You could have just picked it up yourself.
Another question. Are you guys going to have a radius of how far you guys can deliver or some sort? Like a pizza shop, if you're in a certain region, can only...
Yes. We should. I don't know how far it's going to extend. I hope it's not more than it shouldn't be more than 25-ish minutes out. They probably might do it by miles, but then there's also probably legal implications too of I know a lot of stuff goes by cities. So some cities will accept delivery, some cities might not. It's very weird. It's very weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say would we be able to deliver to Boston?
I doubt we would. Well, I mean, we could how do I say, delivery is acceptable in Boston. Licenses are available for that, but going out to Boston from Worcester, I doubt that's happening. Unless it's wholesale to wholesale, but to consumers, nah.
Yeah.
Unless the most you could get is an ounce either way.
Yeah. It's I really can't wait to see how it actually goes, and I mean obviously we'll do our best to keep on updating you guys on what actually happens. I just thought it was super interesting to hear how
it's not that profitable.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
And because a big portion of who I feel would be good, customers are college students. College students are lazy. We love to have stuff delivered to us, bro. Oh, my God. But we can't deliver to college campuses. Can't deliver to public housing. And I want to say there's one more thing that we can't deliver to, and I'm if we can't deliver to those places, then what are we doing?
Well, the college campus thing is a little bit weird because there's so many kids who are under 21. Yeah. You know
Fair.
what I'm saying?
No, fair. I didn't turn 21 until I graduate.
I'm pretty sure I either graduated or was just turned 21 and then
senior. Yeah.
Actually, no, I had to be 21 in college. Cause I definitely bought alcohol.
No, I was never I bought alcohol my super senior year, but aside from that, nah.
Yeah. No, it's real interesting. It's real interesting. But then on top of that, you're talking to me a little bit about other cannabis podcasts.
Yeah. I saw a post today, and I've already forgotten who did it. I should just pull my phone out and look at it, but pretty much there is a competition for the end of the year. It was a poll to vote for your favorite cannabis podcast, and there was at least 6 of them on the list. I don't want to sound ignorant. I didn't really know that there were other cannabis podcasts out there. And out there in Massachusetts. It seemed like these were all in Massachusetts. So that took me aback a little bit because I kind of want to go listen to them and see what they talk about. Do they talk more educationally? Do they just sit around and crack jokes? No disrespect either way. I just want to know what they talk about.
True.
I don't want to oversaturate the market just kind of discussing the same stuff. You know what I mean? But also it's good to have information to give to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got to teach.
I mean, I think it's cool that this is becoming a new market, especially with, podcasts and cannabis because it's such a new thing. I mean, I don't want to say a new thing, but, industry-wise is a new thing. And having the ability to kind of educate people on what actually happens in the industry versus what they think happens.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure like everyone thinks when you come, oh, you guys smoke in the back. Like
you guys have the best job.
no.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's
Not bad.
It's not bad. You know what I'm saying?
It's not bad one bit.
I mean, it's not the best job I ever had, but it's not the worst, and it definitely is a growing, industry. And you get to, I mean, we're just in an early stage of it. Granted, we could have been here even earlier. I did an interview on a different show that we do here, Infused Influence, and the woman who we spoke to was on. She had done like 20 years in the cannabis industry, or 10 years in the cannabis industry.
Jeez.
10 years.
I assume out like West Coast.
West Coast, like trying to help, like, and not working in industry, but more like trying to help with the prohibition of it and getting everything to be legal. And she's been working on it for like 10 years. And I'm like, holy hell. Like, holy hell. There's actually people like
There's
you.
a lot of fighting, bro.
Bro, there's people like her who come in and who've been doing what they have to do to make sure that this is able to happen. And it's incredible to see, like,
It's incredible that she cares so much.
I
and
was
that she
literally
came
gonna
from
say-
the west to the east.
it's incredible that you care that much to do something that you weren't going to make that much money doing.
That's real passion, straight up.
And
I wish I had that drive, bro. I really wish I had that kind of drive, because that kind of shit's really important.
Yeah.
That stuff's like, when they say stuff like, listen to your lawmakers and pay attention to who you vote for, because like that kind of stuff matters. Like that's why like cannabis is legalized state to state and not everywhere, because it's your lawmakers. Granted, I also just say that I don't know who these guys are. I don't know what they're, I don't know who cares about cannabis or not. But at the end of the day, for those who really, really do care, stuff's crazy important.
I mean, bro, you just talked about how this woman just, like, you think it's impressive that she cares this much. I'm gonna take it even a step further. People don't even care that much about their regular, like, just doing anything without having a financial implication to it.
No, literally.
More people doing things without having to have money behind it, you'd be see a lot more success stories like that.
Pretty sure that's what communism is.
What?
I'm pretty sure that's what communism is, doing things without a drive for money behind it. But that's just probably an ignorant comment I'm making.
I'm gonna double check, but communism. What is it? Yeah. Look that up. Look that up.
Wait, what? No. You guys know what communism is. You guys don't know this like joke about communism?
Oh, you mean consumerism?
No. Well, okay, maybe you do. Yeah, communism. What?
No, communism is like
Communism is we all get up early and we wait in line for bread for free, because you do a service or something else for free.
That's what it is? Say the definition. What's the definition, David?
Communism is a political theory derived from Karl Marx, advocating class war and leading to a society in which all property is publicly owned and each person works and is paid according to their abilities and needs.
And Karl Marx is the person that that's a creator of Marxism too.
Yeah, we've been talking about him, you and I.
Oh yeah,
We've been talking about him.
Yeah. Hey, that's true.
It wasn't too crazy.
No, that's facts. I mean,
Well, I'm sorry, but like, not to go back to like people thinking that like this is the greatest thing in the world. Like, one, I'm sitting around all this weed all day, and I can't smoke it. Like,
not here at least.
yeah, no, not here. They're like, you must have so much self-control and stuff, and I'm like, nah, like it's just not legal. And I don't know, man. A lot of people, like, it's retail. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. I love to sell cannabis. It's cool. It's fun. But at the end of the day, it's still retail. Like, you get fun customers. You get annoying and rude customers. You get super entitled customers. And it's just terrible. Like, I think back to the days when we didn't have this. We didn't have an establishment to walk into and be, like, rude about buying your weed. Like, I want this one specifically.
Yeah.
I'm mad. You guys, like, I don't know. People just feel so entitled now that we have this. And I'm like, yo, I don't have to sell you this weed if I don't want to. Like, my boss might get mad at me. But aside from that, like, I don't gotta sell. Like, and he honestly wouldn't get mad at me. Like, people are being disrespectful.
Yeah, now that you say it, I mean, the plug used to just give you
Anything.
what they gave you, and then
That was it.
You were taking it, and you're like, this wasn't that good for me this time.
And then what are you gonna do? Hit up the plug and say this isn't good?
I
And
need a refund? No.
no. And most people were scared of the plug. If you had a good plug, you were scared of them. So yeah, no. People are so you know how many people will come in here, bro? And if it's a line of more than like 3 or 4 people, they walk out like, I can't do this. I'm like, okay, what are you gonna do? Drive to the next place and waste more time?
And
like,
sit in another line of 3 or 4 people.
or go wait in a parking lot for your plug for another 20 minutes. You're stuck in traffic right now.
I mean, and it's cool here. It's different here as well because we do other things. Like, yes, we do retail here, but you help with the menus. You do the website.
A lot.
You do a lot of stuff here,
A
right?
lot, yes, a lot.
I don't just come
It
here.
seems like you wear a lot of hats here, buddy.
I do. Am I wearing more than one?
You have a couple here. As
Nah,
well.
so sometimes I wear more than one hat here by accident. I don't be knowing until I look in the mirror. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, bro, look, I don't just do retail. We do the podcast.
Again, not bud tenders.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, here at Major Luma is a little bit different because it's not designed to be just a bud tender. A lot of stuff.
Well,
you
yeah.
know, some people here do, you know,
They do manufacturing.
you know, and other people are looking to get into, you know, making edibles and stuff like that. And
We got an in-house designer who makes all the labels. Like, something Ulysses always preaches is that this isn't a dispensary. This is a cannabis establishment because of all the tiers that we have between retail, wholesale, wholesale delivery. We got a lot of licenses that
Yeah, manufacturing.
most places don't have.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So it's definitely like a lot of eggs in the basket at once. But once it's all up and running fully, it's gonna be crazy.
yeah,
It's gonna be crazy. And then there's a podcast that they run. All the art they have is original. Like I think it's pretty cool.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I think it's pretty cool.
Word. All right, well, now we got all the homework out the way. How you Celtics doing?
Man, my boys are what? Six straight games right now?
Maybe getting some dubs.
You kidding me? They've been they've been getting some dubs, but they've been eating ever since Marcus Smart came back.
Well, because I am a big advocate in new growing industries, we're gonna speak to the gamblers, and let's look at the spread, how the Celtics has been against the spread over the last 6 games, especially their wins.
Yep. I would love to see it.
I'll let you know.
I don't gamble at all, so
Listen, I'm gonna let you know how this whole thing works.
I would kind of love to get into it,
Oh man,
but I don't. I also don't want to lose money. So
all right. The last game the Celtics played, they definitely covered the spread.
they won by like what? 36, 31?
Yeah, so they definitely covered the last one. The last 6 games, they played the Pistons. They won by 9. Spread was 10.5. They didn't cover. The game before that, they played the Hornets. They won by 5.
That was a good game.
Minus 6.5.
I didn't cover the spread.
That's hilarious. Hold on, let's see. Let's keep looking.
We climbing up in the rankings. That's all that matters.
They played the Heat.
They gave the
They
Heat a
beat the
beat down.
Heat. Yeah, they gave the Heat a beat down.
They gave them a beat down.
They covered. It was minus 6.5, so they definitely took care of that one.
They took care of business easily.
They played the Pelicans. They won by 10. Spread was 6.5. They covered that.
Covered
as
the
well.
spread.
Let's do the last game. Let's see what. Oh, the last game they played before that they lost. So yeah.
Wait, oh, okay, yeah. Back
Yeah,
in
they're
the
the
day.
Hawks,
Okay, yeah.
All right. So okay. So not doing half bad.
We gonna play the Nets tomorrow, who lost 8 straight. We about to give them 9 straight up.
You want? They don't got the spreads for tomorrow. I wish I would say it right now. I would say it right now to see. We'll keep an eye on it, but I don't think they have the spreads up for tomorrow just yet.
Nah, bro. Boston's gonna get that W, and it's in Brooklyn, so Kyrie can't play. So like,
Yeah, and it's on TV.
it's on it's on national TV.
Yeah,
national TV. Jason Tatum either plays really bad or really good. So you gonna roll the dice on that one tomorrow.
We better pray that Jaylen Brown just does that another dunk on somebody like he did last time. That was amazing.
yo.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. We were both here. I remember that.
Yeah.
I was dealing with the customer, just watching. Like, I dropped the customer's bag. Like,
I literally said, "Oh," and he turned around and looked. I'm like, "I'm sorry, that was
it's
just
gone.
only dunk."
It's one dunk, bro. And the way he just stood there
Yeah,
and just stared.
yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do to Kofi. That's what I'm trying to do. You get dunked on, my friend.
If I was ever able to dunk, that's what I would do.
If I was ever able to dunk, I would just do it really obnoxiously.
Yeah, yeah,
I'd be like John Morant. Like, I would go up against anybody straight up.
yeah, yeah.
Why be scared?
All right, and I do have one more thing for you. So I think there's gonna be a new thing that we're gonna do. Every week, I'm gonna give you an album to listen to, and you're gonna come back and you're gonna tell me
I'm
if
gonna
it
give
was.
you my review.
You gave me a review on it. So the first one is going to be Cushion Orange Juice because you do work in the cannabis industry. This is a cult favorite when it comes to cannabis and it comes to Wiz Khalifa in general.
Is this when people started to wear them weed socks?
I'm almost positive that's around that time. It has to be around that time.
But
So yes, Cushion Orange Juice is your homework assignment for next
can I
week.
find it on Apple Music or like?
Actually,
it
it is
like
on Apple Music now.
Word.
Yeah, it's on Apple Music. It's on Apple Music now. Yes, it is.
Nah, not the good version.
Oh, I mean,
And it's
I
missing a
guess.
few songs too from the original mixtape.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it means
So I gotta hit up like that Piff
that
or
piff,
SoundCloud.
that piff would be good.
Okay.
So Cushion Orange Juice is your homework assignment.
I feel like I'm in school again.
I need you to actually hear this for real.
This is hilarious.
This is going to be like every single week. I want to just give you like
A new album.
music that just blows your mind.
Word.
hopefully.
There's a lot of music I don't know, clearly.
And there's gonna be a lot of music I'm gonna introduce you to. Now I would give you Wayne, but that's just too easy. So Cushion Orange Juice, it is. I don't know if there was anything else we wanted to do today.
No, I'm cool. I'm chilling.
The gentlemen, y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all done? Y'all good? All right. Well, I guess you know what? I'll play a little bit more of Cushion Orange Juice before we leave, just so we can leave it a nice.
If you're listening on YouTube and it goes blank right now, it's just because we don't have the copyright material to it. So
sorry guys.
it is what it is. You know what we're doing, so maybe put on some subtitles or something. The funniest thing is when people play new music for you, because like to them, they love it. They already know the song.
You don't know.
immediately.
You're just
They're
like-
vibing, and I'm just here like, been 6 seconds. Oh wait, I've actually heard this.
You heard this?
I've heard this.
Okay,
yeah. I've heard this. My friends used to play this.
Okay. So you got some good friends who
Yeah.
show you a little bit.
A little bit,
All right,
yeah.
cool. You still blazing.
Ha, I see what you did there. I see what I did there.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening again. Next week will be a little bit better. We just do an inch a day. You know what I'm saying? A little bit better every day.
Maybe I shave. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you with shaved all the way.
No, God, never.
Yeah?
No, never. God, no.
Wow.
Unless like I need to for like a gig. No.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. One, you'll notice how fat my face is.
Just check out his Facebook.
Ha! You're a comedian. This guy's funny. Oh man, yeah. Whew. Check it out. But yeah, no, you'll see how fat my face is, and then like it's just too much, bro. We wear masks all day, and it'd be cutting up my face. I can't do it.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Okay.
Plus, I don't know how to shave my own face. I don't want to cut myself the first time I do it. I don't want to leave no scar on my face.
I mean, I just gotta line up and just get.
No, yeah, I let my barber do it, and I see
Yeah.
that dude once in a blue moon. So
Well, by the way, who was it? Your girlfriend's mom or your mom that said my hair was looking crazy the other episode?
yeah, Shorty's mom.
Okay, well, I hope Shorty's mom watches this.
No,
time,
yeah,
'cause you know
no,
how to keep it tight.
I'm gonna definitely let her know.
You know what I'm saying? I thought about it when I was doing it. I can't be looking crazy because you know what I'm saying. Old girl is trying to say your boy's looking crazy.
Yeah, no, she's gonna be proud. She's gonna be real happy.
I
of
appreciate
this.
that. I appreciate
She'll be
that.
real
So,
happy.
all right, word. Well, well, that's what we have for today, guys. Thank you for listening to For the Record. Peace.